Hello again, everyone. I'm going to lay out this video, the parameters of the columns and what they mean around the 8 feelings sheet and the needs and the corresponding needs. So this is my third draft, so hopefully this video goes well. I'm going to show you this little screen I made. And down here, like all of this is how we feel, this confusing mess of things we don't understand. So I'm going to pick that apart for you and going to help you to identify that the truth about us humans is our feelings. And so the truth is right there in the middle column. And the truth about us humans is our feelings. We are trying to recover our heart so that we can have a loyalty to it and a loyalty to the way that we're made, as we risk believing that God is who he says he is and God did what he said he could do. Then that means that I am who he says I am and I can do what he says I can do. And he made you as an emotional and relational creature created for relationship, which means you have human needs for relationship, connectivity, and unity. Relationship with myself, relationship with God, and relationship with others. And it's those feelings that point us to our need. Because if I don't know what I feel, then I will never know what I need. And if I don't know what I need, then my spouse will never know what I need. And I'll be constantly putting on her the responsibilities that I haven't accepted about laying claim to the way that I'm made. And I'm going to look to her to read my mind and be responsible for meeting my needs, which isn't her job. Well, God has given us these feelings as tools because he wants you to have the gift that comes with being human and living fully in this tragic world. So that means that you will have to surrender to the process of work plus patience plus willingness plus time. And you have to engage in the struggle of being human. And then you will get the gift. So the only power that we humans have is actually the power of refusal. So I refuse to be human. I refuse to feel my feelings. I refuse to tell the truth. So I'm no longer telling the truth about how I'm made. Then I will have a power response. It's an internal power response. Since I don't want to feel the feelings and tell the truth, then I started generating this internal thought process that happens about how is it that I can get away from my hurt? How is it that I can get away from my sadness, from my loneliness, from my shame? And so I'll have thoughts about it. If I don't know what I feel, I will always at least know and recognize my internal response in my thought process of how I got there. That is one of the ways that we're using this as a guide to get us back to the truth of our insides. So I'll have that internal response. And if I stay there long enough, then I will find myself in the judgment of that Jeremiah 17, 5-8 verse, that I will be cursed because I am now stuck in this isolation. And I will then have a control response. And the control response is going to require that I have an external behavior that will generally try to control others' behaviors or control my own behaviors. And so I no longer live in the truth of how I'm made. I then get stuck in the left side of the diagram because I'm no longer in need and I no longer feel. And then I'm no longer human. And that doesn't work well for you. That's what God is trying to tell you about leaning into the way that you're made so that you can be fully human and fully alive in all of your relationships, relationship with yourself, relationship with God, and relationship with others. So I hope that this has blessed you, and look forward to the next video.